It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Bledsoe and out of the backcourt. Alex Len out there with Warren, and it's Booker in at the 3 slot.
Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
Now, here's Thompson, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. He dishes it to Warren. Here's Len. The shot is off. Good D from Love. And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed a big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
A nice shot by Booker.
First bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Back to Irving. Thompson outside. It's a pick by Love. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Lang. James. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Bledsoe. Step back shot. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Sometimes that step back move gives you just enough time and space to gather yourself for a good release.
I can.
It's a pick by Love. Irving against Bledsoe. From 17 feet out. And that one's gone.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Now Warren, the feed tonight. Off target from outside. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
What did
You
they
shoot to come with us when we
from
run?
beyond the arc at home, Kevin? I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Love.
He said,
and he misses the
whoever's
go-ahead
not in our
basket.
family.
The Suns leading. Bledsoe kicks to Len. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League. In the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
You know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for LeBron.
And talking about TJ, guys, he put up a few interesting numbers towards the end of last season. Shot 64% from the field in March. Had 18 points in one game, 17 in another. The last game of the year, he chips in with 6 assists. So now it's up to him to put it all together on a more consistent basis.
Bledsoe against Irving. And Frye kicks to Irving. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Thompson dishes to Frye. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And Shumpert in there for Smith. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. John Lure, he's checked in for Alex Len. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Warren. P.J. Tucker. He's checked in for Booker. And it's Price in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Price. Back tonight. Passes to Teletovic. Here's Tucker. A three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, getting back to TJ, yes, he needs to improve his shooting range. But what I'd like to see are major improvements on defense. I mean, he shows active hands when he's near the ball, but he can also be a bit lazy as a defender and gambles and reaches too much. That won't get it done at this level.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a glimmer?
I'm going to let it slide.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Now here's Price. Defense is right there. Pass tonight. Goes back up. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Kicks to Teletovic. Here's Lure. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And Shumpert kicks to Fry. Irving for three. Cannot hit.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Lets it fly from 18. And the shot falls short this time. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Dellavedova. Irving dishes to Dellavedova. To the paint. Let's go. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Now, here's Fry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Dellavedova, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Here's Knight. And a missed layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
For Phoenix, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot, manning the middle.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Bledsoe kicks to Booker. The pass to Len. Tries from 10. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. The Cavaliers trail by 9. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smith for 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Bledsoe, here we go. He kicks it to Chandler. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Suns also making a change. Jeletovic has checked in for 3. Love, and that is good. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside, because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Len, good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Great open look there. Love's got 5 points now in the quarter. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Jeletovic in the post, working on Love. Jeletovic misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Got that one up quick. Smith's got his second bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were 3rd in the league in fast break points last year.
Iman Shumpert's checked in for the Cavaliers. Len, a screen. And Booker kicks to Len. Jeletovic in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Jeletovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. Dishes to Thompson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker with it. 5 points in the game. And the rejection by Love. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And the Suns here with a different look. Lewis checked in for Len. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. Knight's checked in for Booker. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Just 4 to shoot. To the middle. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
A nice shot by Knight.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
Now, here's Price. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Feeds to Shumpert. 1:02 left in the first half of the game. Tucker dishes to Knight. Again, the miss by Knight. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Shumpert. Kept alive. Swiped away.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Price. Took him no time at all on that one. Suns leading by 10.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Knight for 3, and he gets it to go. Knight's got 9 points.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good, but they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Here's Dellavedova.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate it.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
On its way from Irving for 2, and that's not going to go. And so we can...
Well, Brant.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith, and front at the half is Phoenix. They have a 13-point lead. And let's go to Shaq. What did you think of their first half?
They had a focus to working inside, and it's working, Ernie. They've done a great job of recognizing mismatches, a.k.a. barbecue chicken down low, taking advantage. He can't guard that man down there, Ernie. The entry passes have been sharp, and it's led to a lot of points. When you control the paint...
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
You look at what Brandon Knight has done so far. 9 points and 2 steals.
The Cavaliers trail by 13 on Phoenix. Looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and Knight are the backcourt. Warren is out there with Booker, and it's Len in at the 5.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Suns leading by 13. Outside Knight. Down low. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Kicks it out to Love. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the inside, Len, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Alex Len.
One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player, and that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
The drive by James. The runner, and that one's good.
That's one of the toughest shots in basketball, Kevin. It's so tricky to get the soft touch and the accuracy when you're flying to the basket.
Now here's Bledsoe. Knight wide open, and it's Phoenix scoring again. Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. But he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists, the averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
And that one's good. 13 points for Brandon Knight.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points. Now
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the East All-Stars.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota. Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the 5. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, good from Jang. And Jang drops them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
It's George on the wing. A baseline J. Can't get it to go. Wiggins with some nice D. Levine dishes to Rubio. Here's Levine, covered by Anthony. Here's Towns. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
East All-Stars on defense. Here's Rubio. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. And George kicks to LeBron. 16 feet away. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by LeBron. Wade's got his first 2 points.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Rubio with it. Lowry picks him up. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Taken away by Anthony. Inside. Dwayne Wade again. Wade's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Rubio the pass to Levine. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The feed to Jang. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. And the layup is good. Wiggins has got his first points of the night.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
Here's Anthony, and it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's George. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. George has got his second bucket of the game to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. 4-point game. Inside, Towns. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Anthony against Jang. The drive by Anthony and stolen by Jang. Here's Wiggins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Levine kicks to Rubio. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
The three from George. It's rebounded by Towns. George has gone 2 for 5 tonight. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. The 11-footer. Here's Dang. The shot is off. LeBron with some nice D. Well, let's go to Doris Berg, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Dang. James with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Pass to Dang. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
On up the court, and good on the basket. Book it. 10 points for Dwayne Wade.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in his zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
New players in now for the East. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jang. Payne comes in for Towns. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Wiggins. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Levine. Here's Thomas after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Isaiah Thomas, and that's good. Thomas got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rubio dishes to Muhammad. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And the free throw, no good. Here's the break. Here's DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. DeRozan's got his first. Basket.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Prince's shot is good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The East All-Stars on offense. 3-point lead. Butler on the way. 18 feet out. No good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Muhammad. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. DeRozan with it. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. 6 seconds left in the first. Takes a three. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far and what the East All-Stars are doing?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Chris Bosh is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Wall, and it's Millsap in at the 3 slot. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. Here's Levine. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Pekovic. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Pekovic against Bosh. Outside Millsap. Here's Wiggins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wiggins has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Wiggins has gone 3 for 5 from the field. Here's DeRozan. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Levine kicks to Muhammad. And the layup's good off the glass. Muhammad's got his second bucket of the night.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the
and the East All-Stars with some changes. Anthony comes in for Chris Bosh. And Thomas subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And a change for the Timberwolves. Zhang's checked in. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Here's Wall. Drummond passes to Wall. Back to Drummond. Wall dishes to Drummond. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kicks it to Towns. 6 feet out. And again, it's Minnesota.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And stolen by Wiggins. And Muhammad kicks to Wiggins. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Thomas, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And there's the pass to Towns. Good work defensively by Anthony. Towns has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Wall passes to Thomas. Over Jang, and the rejection by Jang. Thomas kicks to Millsap, and stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Count the bucket. Wiggins has got 10.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Steps back and fires. The shot no good. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Drummond dishes to Millsap. Here's Anthony. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Baseline J on the way. Towns, no luck.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Millsap kicks to Anthony. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Minnesota calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for Muhammad. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Wiggins. For Minnesota, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Payne's checked in. Now, here is George. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Levine passes to Rubio. Garnett, the screen. Rubio against Lowry. From about 16, connects, the jumper drops. Garnett's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now, here is George. 51 seconds left here in the second. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. Timberwolves leading by 5. Wade brings the double team. Payne dishes to Levine. That's good. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Prince. Garnett wide open. Second chance shot. Payne can't hit. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Levine's got 3 rebounds now in this one. 1 second left. And so that's the end of the first half. The Timberwolves on top. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
On the court for Minnesota, Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. And it's Wiggins in at the 3.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Here's Rubio, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Look at that!
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. 2 shots. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Timberwolves leading by 10. And Rubio kicks to Levine. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Kicks it out to Rubio. Zhang a screen. The try by Rubio. Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. For Minnesota, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts. And made 4 of them. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for George. That one misses. And Clark, fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, the half-court offense, that attack has really been pedestrian, even lackluster, if you will.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together. Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Chris Bosh. Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the West All-Stars. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. And it's Rubio in at point guard. The shot by Curry, no good.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Durant just inside the line. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Durant's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the West All-Stars. Pass to Dang. Inside. Here's Towns. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside Curry. Bryant has the open look. Trains the three-pointer. Bryant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Curry passes to Kobe. Here's Durant. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
They get it back. Here's Dang. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Kobe with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the left side wing. Here's Levine. Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. It's a three-point game. And Durant, here we go. No good with the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Levine. No luck. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. To the inside. Stolen by Rubio. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, he feeds it to Wiggins. Goes up at the stripe. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's Levine. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Rebound, Minnesota. Zhang's got 3 rebounds now in this one. On the wing, Wiggins. There's the triple. That's good. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Leonard dishes to Durant. And the rejection by Zhang. Rubio against Kobe. Here's Wiggins, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And they get it. Offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. The tray. And that one's good.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Minnesota in the lead. Rubio with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Good. That's 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Curry. Trains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6 points.
You've got to be in his jersey before he catches it. You've got to deny him a catch. Otherwise, he'll hurt you from deep.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
All right, Doris, thanks. And here's the West with the ball, trailing by 2. Ball passes to Thompson. Pulls up on the wing. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. And stolen by Aldridge. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Aldridge. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Aldridge dishes to Cousins. There's the 3. That one goes. Count it. Cousins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. With some arc, Payne's shot is good.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Paul kicks to Cousins. Paul passes to Green. To the paint. Cousins dishes to Aldridge. And stolen by Payne. Here's Prince. Plenty of offense in this closely contested.
All right, fans, let's get up and get loud.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Garnett. Then there's Pekovic. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Levine in at the 1. Muhammad, no luck.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Harden's shot is good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Levine. Muhammad with it. Now Green defending. Wiggins drives in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws. Strong game for Wiggins. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Now, here is Harden. There's the feed to Davis. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
And Davis sends it back.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Curry's checked in for the West. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Levine, good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Minnesota with the ball. Harden missing his last shot. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Here's Levine. Here's Wiggins. Harden grabs the miss.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Durant's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. And Minnesota has possession. Wiggins drives in. That's good. Wiggins has got 11 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Harden against Wiggins. Harden the pass to Davis. Towns with the steal. And Muhammad kicks to Towns. Here's Levine. And the rejection by Leonard. Inside, here's Harden. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Here's Levine, guarded by Curry. They set the pick. Levine, good. Levine's got the lead back up to 4 now for Minnesota.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And the West All-Stars with possession. 7-point differential. Outside Curry. Baseline jumper. There's the bucket. Good. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. So it's the Timberwolves now. Minnesota calls timeout, so the West ends up going with the new group. Minnesota also making some changes. Payne, he's checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And Aldridge comes over to help. Payne with it. Now Green defending. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Rubio kicks to Prince. Payne dishes to Levine. Clock at 6. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
Western All-Stars ball.
And here is Paul. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Thompson misses. Timberwolves leading by 5. Rubio the pass to Payne. He dishes it to Prince. Ball against Rubio. Launches a 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Paul for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
And Dang gets it to go.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Paul dishes to Aldridge. From downtown. Rebound, Minnesota. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Levine, defended by Bryant. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Prince fires. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Westbrook kicks to Thompson. From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so that brings the first half to a close. Timberwolves lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. The second half just about to get going here. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Durant. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Bryant. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Westbrook in at the shooting guard. Curry can't get it to go.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Rubio, the pass to LaVine. Releases from 15.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Westbrook.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
The Timberwolves look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Curry dishes to Durant. Outside for Kobe. Westbrook passes to Kobe. Feeds it to Durant. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Over to the wing. Here's LaVine. Moves back up. And Durant sends it back. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Kobe misses.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
To the inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Durant. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Davis is checked in for Bryant. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. And a change for the Timberwolves. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for LaVine.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
A three-pointer. Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Paul. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Adrian Payne's checked in for Minnesota. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Rubio against Paul. And Rubio kicks to Towns. It's stolen by Davis. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead He is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Kevin Durant.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Now, here's Rubio. 5 points in the game, but they recover it. Payne dishes to Rubio. Pass to Payne, 5 to shoot. Knocked loose, and he gets it back. There's Wiggins, plenty of space, and finally they hit one. Wiggins has got 15 points. Harden right side. Outside Leonard. 3-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Right wing. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Leonard. And it's Klay Thompson in for James Harden. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. Prince comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Green passes to Thompson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Muhammad. The West All-Stars have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Klay Thompson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Anthony Davis. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Adrian Payne. And so Thompson nails both of them. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Rubio against Thompson. And Rubio kicks to Prince. Back to Rubio. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rubio's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Thompson outside. There's the 3. And the shot is good. 1:53 left to play in the 3rd. They double him with Green. To the middle. Here's Prince. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
And he gets it to go. And that's 10 points for Klay Thompson.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Timeout West All-Stars.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And they've had a tough time, Clark, scoring in the half court.
Yeah, transition buckets have really saved them, really. You know, when you look at it, that's been their remedy.
Yeah, but also credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
Now, Rubio. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. From 10 feet out, and again it's Minnesota.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
The shot by Paul, no good.
You know, they've built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those little things, Clark, has been rebounding. They've come out and taken complete control of that glass.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Minnesota leading by 8.
But they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
The Timberwolves have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And that one falls for Prince. And both free throws good for Prince.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. On the court for Minnesota. Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wiggins drives in. Can't get it to go. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's Westbrook. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Westbrook's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the West All-Stars. Pass to Dang. Dishes to Wiggins. It's stolen by Davis. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Trailing here by 8. 4-on-3 break. And Zhang kicks to Rubio. Here's Levine. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Durant for 3, and that one's good.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Harden, no good. Timberwolves leading by 5. Wiggins dishes to Rubio. Durant with the steal. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Zhang, no luck.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Durant for 3. No luck. Wiggins with some nice D. And they're on the break. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And stolen by Wiggins. Fast break, Minnesota. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Rejected by Kobe. Tries again. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 6th assist on the night. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Back to Curry. In the corner, Harden. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for West All-Stars. James Harden.
That one is off.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the West. Timberwolves leading by 8. Inside, here's Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Harden the pass to Bryant. It's tipped, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And now the Timberwolves on the break, and Wiggins throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. The pass to Towns. Leonard with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Kobe. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. The dish to Jang. And Cousins comes over to help. Rubio the pass to Dang. That's good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Harden, and that one swishes right in.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Minnesota leading by 7. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Russell Westbrook in for the West.
Russell Westbrook.
There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. Levine dishes to Wiggins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know.
So here are the West All-Stars. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Baseline try. Knocks it loose. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And the West All-Stars have possession. Curry dishes to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And Rubio kicks to Zhang. The West All-Stars pull it in. And here they come. Here's Leonard. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Rubio with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Levine. Zhang a screen. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Offensive rebound.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Zhang the pass to Rubio. Kicks to Levine. Wide open shot is on the money.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
On defense, Minnesota. Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
There's the pick. Levine kicks to Rubio. Here's Wiggins. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris, thanks. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. Curry's got 6.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
The West making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Durant. Draymond Green comes in for Bryant. And Paul subbed in for Curry. Now here's Wiggins. Buries it down low. Wiggins has got his first points of the game.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Paul's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 4. Wiggins drives in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the line for him here. The first free throw is good. The West making some changes. Aldridge comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Klay Thompson in for Russell Westbrook. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgie Dang. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. And it's Muhammad in for Ricky Rubio. Thompson for the triple. Muhammad grabs the board. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing by 2. Here's Levine. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now Muhammad following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Levine dishes to Payne. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the jam by Levine.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Pekovic. Green with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. So for the West, Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's James Harden in for Klay Thompson. And then for Minnesota, Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Adrian Payne. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And stolen by Aldridge. Got a piece of it. Harden inside the three-point line. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Muhammad. Another miss by Minnesota.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
To end the drought, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, he's got to play without fouling.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the night right here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Minnesota in the lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Prince. Banked in off the glass.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain him.
Paul passes to Davis. There's the dish to Harden. Back to Davis. Harden outside. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And no good trying to get that one. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Minnesota on top as they end the first quarter on a 12-1 run. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Harden out there with Steph Curry. And it's Durant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Davis in at the 4. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Muhammad. James Harden picking up that last basket. Towns. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. Rubio against Curry. From past the arc. Cannot hit. Good D by Rubio.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Prince's shot is good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Durant kicks to Davis. From close range, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the West. Thompson comes in for James Harden. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Wiggins is checked in.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Rubio against Curry. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. That's good. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Timberwolves?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Now Rubio following Durant's three-point attempt. And Towns gets it to go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring.